So now that we've completed your recommended treatment, let's talk about the general healing timeline, about how probably 90 to 95% of patients will typically go. So after treatment, the numbing medicine that we put in your leg will typically last somewhere between about 4 to 8 hours. When that wears off, it's very normal to have some localized tenderness, some achiness, and 98% of the time, this is very well controlled with Tylenol, ibuprofen, Aleve, and maybe some ice to any specific tender spots. Post-treatment tenderness is very normal, even somewhere from 2 days, even up to 1 to 2 weeks after treatment. Most post-treatment tenderness is usually well controlled with over-the-counter medications and ice. About 10% of the time, patients might notice actually some increase in some tenderness or some swelling or tightness along the treated areas that maybe wasn't there before. This is also very normal. Please understand though that if you have any concerns or questions, please call us at the office or reach out to me directly with the after hours number that was provided to you. As things heal, my personal goal, minimum, is that ideally you will notice at least a 50% or a 5 out of 10 improvement in your leg symptoms within 12 weeks post-treatment. 90 to 95% of our patients get at least this improvement by that 3-month mark. What I can also tell you though is that depending on your symptoms, progression of improvement can happen even up to 6 to 12 plus months. With vein problems, for the vast majority of people, this didn't just show up overnight. It's been there for weeks, months, most of the time even years. And so it takes time for the body to heal and to improve. If you had varicose veins that were treated, it is very normal for these varicose veins to feel hard, sometimes tender, maybe even a little warm to the touch. I can assure you this is normal and actually a good sign that those veins have been successfully closed. Generally, this tenderness will gradually get better, usually within sometimes as shortly as a week or so. But this tenderness can potentially last for up to 6 to 8 weeks. What's happening is the body will gradually soften and absorb these veins. As that happens, your tenderness, the hardness of the veins that you're feeling should gradually reduce. Depending on the size of those veins, it can take the body up to 6 to even 12 months to fully absorb those treated veins. So again, it's very normal to have some tenderness and feel those hard veins beneath the skin, but over time, the body will get rid of them. Another thing that you might notice is about 15% of the time with veins, you might get a brown discoloration along those veins. It might even look like a bruise of sorts. This is also very normal. It's part of the healing process that some people go through with their veins. This is a sign that the body is starting to absorb those veins. And this should gradually improve and fade as the body absorbs those veins. 99% of that discoloration is generally resolved within a year. Most people much sooner than that, but it can persist depending on the size of the vein for a while. But again, the healing timeline, it takes time for the body to heal. Unfortunately, at least for now, there is no way to order Amazon Prime Healing. I'm sure they're probably working on it, but we can't do that yet. So we have to give the body time to heal after these treatments. And even though the treatments are minimally invasive with no big surgery and no big incisions anymore, it is still a medical procedure. And so it is very normal to have some tenderness, some tender veins, but as the body heals, these should improve.